welcome back to Couple Conversation,
where we have conversations worth having.
I'm your host, Coco.
And I'm your girl, T.
And today, we are back on the couch.
Hey, another week on the couch.
Okay?
Let us know what y'all like best, too. We still trying to figure this out. Couch or streets? Because we for the streets.
No. Yeah, not literally, though. Just why we for the streets. But no, listen, y'all. This gonna be funny when I watch this back because my face when you said that, I'm like. But no.
Talk about speak for you.
Right, speak for yourself. It's all good. But y'all, I got a little topic that I really want to talk about. Before I go into the topic though, I know we all seen the Nazaya case where the uncle had killed.
Yeah.
We don't know if he killed her because he's innocent to prove
Right.
But he was texting her inappropriately.
Mm-hmm,
he got her pregnant. That's all facts. So another situation has come up with a 10-year-old girl and a mama and her boyfriend. And supposedly the mama outed him for texting the little girl inappropriately, asking her
Hold on. And just a trigger warning, y'all, we is going to talk about a little SA. If that make y'all feel uncomfortable, we just letting y'all know now.
Right.
Gotta put that in there.
Okay.
Got to put that in there.
Thank you for that. And he was texting her inappropriately, asking her for sexual favors and that he was going to do on her and stuff like that. And so she outed him and she did all this internet stuff. The post has went viral, like Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, everywhere, right? Well, that went on for about a week. And then come to find out, they're saying that the text messages were fake and the mom made it up and all of this, right? And so my topic is not so much more, it's so much about that. It's just I want to know, where have we gotten to where we can make these allegations about people?
Let's talk about
Nothing happened to the person that made the allegations, but the allegations against that person has really ruined that person's reputation.
Yeah.
We've seen this with different celebrities that it tarnished their name, like people not being able to work, not wanting to work with them.
Right.
Like, where is that thin line between protecting our kids, women, children, men too, and still making sure that we don't ruin somebody's reputation and having that attached to them forever.
Like hearing our kids out, just you know what I'm saying, not trying to let them cry wolf or victim blame anybody. But speaking of not victim blame, I want to start my statement with that. Never in this piece of content will I be blaming the victim.
Right.
I am just stating reality not facts, reality. What could possibly be happening in reality, scenarios, all that. So let's start.
And give your example, because this is a good example of this too. Because ultimately, I don't know where this situation is with the little girl and the text messages. I don't know where this is. I don't even know if it ever went to the judicial system. I don't even know if she called the police, because that's another thing. The mom, people have been speculating that the text messages were not real before it came out that they wasn't real. People were saying that the wording, the way the little girl was texting was very wrong. She was using adult vocabulary. She wasn't misspelling any words.
It didn't have no slang.
It didn't have
no Z's for S's,
nothing. It very much gave it was an adult.
Yeah.
And so that people had speculated that before it ever came out. So no, we're not victim blaming or anything, but this is actually happening in real life. It did come out.
Well, look, let me give you a scenario of a situation similar, and we don't have to victim blame in this because they have put the facts out. I get all my facts. If y'all want to fact check me, I get all my facts from Brown Girl Grinding, Laura LaRosa, and Breakfast Club. I go on the internet and I read my little sources too, but I don't have time to state the Shade Room or whoever, did the research. Them is two people y'all know I go to. So recently they had the filing against Jay-Z adding on to the Diddy suit. It was a girl that came in and said that her dad drove her 5 hours to a party because she was trying to, get in the industry. She was trying to become somebody, and she had got a message from I think P. Diddy bodyguard or something. That's what she said. Don't quote me on who. But so she went to the party. She got sexually assaulted by P. Diddy and Jay-Z. And for people who got time and money to fight these allegations, it make it a little more. It kind of sets the precedent for it, because Jay-Z's lawyers went back and found the girl. They say got her statement too. They also, this is all alleged at this point, that the attorney, I think it's Attorney Busby, had got her to like coerce her to say all that, like really just push the narrative, really saying this is what you need to be saying about them X, Y, and Z, and it's a lot. They checked with her daddy. Jay-Z's attorney and research investigation team checked with her daddy. He said he don't never remember dropping her 5 hours to drop her off to any party. He would remember that because it's a significant distance. The girl, once she got confronted, and she's doing all of this anonymously. I want to throw that out there. How you are accusing and dragging somebody's name through the mud across all blogs, but you can't put your name out there, is insane. So that's what they let him go. But they have recently proved that, Jay-Z had nothing to do with it. She already walked her statement back, and they settled out of court. They dropped the case. The Attorney Busby dropped the case because
it wasn't a case.
It wasn't a case. There was nothing to take forward. So the news outlets are not as loud about the fact that the case is being dropped, and now it's probably people out there that only seen one part of the news and think Jay-Z is a pedophile.
Right.
You know
and
what I
then
mean?
he also is countersuing now because of the reputation that it is, like it made him, how he made him look. Yeah. Especially surrounding the
little
girl
and the premiere of Mufasa with his daughter in it.
Yeah.
So he's around kids, people looking at him like he can't be around kids. This man got brand deals, sponsors, all kind of businesses and people that won't work with people that has this attached to their name. So that's I feel like his countersuit is more than suitable because you taking money out of money. Yeah. I mean, these people were offering me $10 million before y'all said that. Now they ain't. Right. So it's simple. It's like nothing happens to the accused once all these wild accusations get there. And I feel like that what Jay-Z did set the precedent because it's a lot of, and I'm not saying a lot of the ladies in the Diddy case are not valid, but it's a lot of them that won't be heard now because that attorney that's connected to the bullshit is a lot of their attorney. Majority of their attorney.
So now we know.
So now we can't trust him.
Yeah.
Now he might be telling all these people to say something specific.
Exactly.
So now we can't trust him. And now the people that really did get hurt probably gonna go without justice because
you cry wolf.
Yeah. So it's a thing that hurts the whole like feminist community, the whole Me Too community, the whole try to stand up and fight for your rights because one person lied. Right. And now we can't trust everybody else. And like you said, it's fucked up because they don't get no punishment. Right. There ain't no repercussions to it. They don't. I mean, like if you Jay-Z, you got the money, you can countersue, but he probably gonna pay more in court fees than he ever get back from her.
And then I think people that is gonna fade away. Him countersuing and him getting that money, cool, but he been.
But they're gonna remember.
Remember
exactly.
Jay-Z, they accused Jay-Z of X, Y, and Z. I think
so. If anything remotely close ever come up, they're gonna be like, he did it for sure. See, because
that girl wasn't lying.
Yeah.
I think and that's the thing for me. And I think nowadays that we are as a community, we do come together for certain stuff online where we help, we send money to GoFundMe's, we get people arrested, we get people kicked out their job. But I think it has come to a point to where some people are taking advantage of that and they're wanting part of that at any cost. And I think for the mother, I don't know what her reason for doing this to him was, but at the same time, it don't really matter. If it didn't happen, it didn't happen. Yeah, it's too much stuff like that really happening to be wasting our energy and our time as a community.
That is something so cringy to put on, like so serious to put on somebody's name.
Not even his name. Think about the attachment to your child that brings. You know what I'm saying? Like your child has to go to school, has to be a part of things. Like look at what.
And you told people that she being touched on by grown men. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean? That's not a letter you want to wear around. Like, nobody is volunteering to be a sexual assault victim. I can tell you that now. No. And nobody wants that attached to their name just as much as the person. Just as much as the person that did the assaulting. Nobody wants that attached to their name. Nobody wants that kind of image. So social media is bringing it to a point. It's like a good and a bad. And I really have like a super love hate for it because it's bringing it to a point where people can bring things to millions of people's attention and it'd be a lie. But it's hard to take it out of their attention because they already know about it.
Right.
What we talking about? This goes as far as the jury pool. If we talking about somebody going to court for something,
right?
If this done been shown, like, and then it goes to like, think about that's funny about court systems and like filing and shit like that on people. Only 2 people three ever know what really happened. The 2 people that's in it and the Lord. So it's gonna be one person's version of events against another.
Whoever can tell the story better, basically.
Yeah, bro, we can go out and do the same thing right now. And then if I go tell Carrie or Bubba what we did, it might not sound like what you tell them.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? So everybody has a perspective of different things, and now that we have social media, perspectives are like wildly thrown out. Like,
me personally, I don't even think it's a perspective thing. I think people are just outright lying for whatever reason. I think it's for retaliation reasons. I don't know if he cheated on her. I don't know if he left her and maybe she wanted to get back with him. Maybe she wanted to make a bad name for the new girlfriend, and maybe she didn't even expect it to go this big.
Right.
But then it's also people that are out here trying to get GoFundMe's. It's also people that's out here that's trying to become famous off a situation. So it's different reasons, and I feel like it's just getting so far away from us. Like, it's just getting to the point where how do we know from day to day what to believe, what not to believe, who to protect, who not to protect? Like,
it's making everybody skeptic. Like my sister, whenever the whole Wrestle Tesla thing was coming out, like I told my little sister about that. The first thing she said was, "Is that real? Like, is this true?" I'm like, "Damn, this girl got 60 parts. She got all the details of the story." But some people would put that kind of time in to tell a lie.
Exactly.
To tell a lie. So like, it is so hard and it's so fucked up out here because, like I said, when people are really going through these things, it's hard to judge. Mm-hmm. Especially if we just getting a few, a couple minute clips or a few clips. Shit, you can even do a whole half a movie like Reese.
I feel like we need to set a standard to what we believe in and what we not, because I feel like it needs to be.
Or it ain't even about what we believe. It's about what we push for, what we go to the next level for. You can believe it if you just gonna scroll away from it. Right. I don't care what you think in your head.
Right.
But if you gonna start calling the police on people, you gonna start sending CPS to people's house.
I'm thinking about before you even bring it to the internet. I'm talking about even bringing it to the internet because ultimately, whether we believe it or not, it don't even matter. You putting that on somebody.
You talking about the person that's doing it? I'm talking about the consumer.
No, the person that's doing it. Before you bring anything to the internet, and for instance, remember the situation on TikTok with the girl that flew out for the dude? Okay. Well, then right after that came the future girl. Mm-hmm. I didn't read into it, but I seen another creator come and he said, "Now, if y'all gonna come to the internet, if y'all not coming behind no stuff like the girl, what's her name? I don't know, her name was something. Gorgeous doll. The one that Future was dealing with, and she had the phone call and him screaming in the phone and stuff. Future, the artist. Yeah, she said she was talking to him. So I don't know the story.
I missed that.
Okay, so that one came right after the girl that flew out.
I remember flew out. Yeah.
Okay, well, the girl, her name Gorgeous Doll. I didn't read the story, but I read.
It was the same girl?
No.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay.
So the creator that I saw, because let me go back. The girl that flew out to see the YN that didn't meet up with her, that made her pay for her own flight, made her do all that. She didn't really have like text message proof, nothing really. Like all she had was that they was texting. But
she had a little something, but she had missing pieces.
Well, the Gorgeous Doll girl said she was fooling with Future and whatever else was happening with the story and why she stopped, I don't know. Mm-hmm. But he literally she recorded herself on the phone with Future, he screaming on the phone like, "I don't know you did it." Like we know that you Future, like you knew that. Right. You answered on the first ring when she called, like the dude. So the other creator, he was like, "If y'all ain't coming like Gorgeous Doll, don't come. If y'all ain't coming with all the facts, all the receipts, like have your receipt book full, because at this point we need to cross our I's and dot our T's." Cross our T's and dot our I's. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Because we need some type of fact check, like back in school, plagiarism. Like we need to run that shit through the scanner before we get to. We're not talking about who did what and still this. Like I know that it's not.
It be people that done raised $30,000, $40,000, $50,000 on GoFundMe before we realize it's a lie, y'all. We have to
not even if it's a lie. If it's not the character of a person that deserves that, like we got people that's really in deservance of that kind of money being raised, a thought being put into. Even a girl that mama I mean, even the little girl that got killed with her daddy in Dallas.
Yeah.
Like, the mama was at the thing with the GoFundMe money, like doing this shit. Like, come on, y'all. Like, we gotta be mindful of what we put in our energy.
I know this. I don't like to make all our episodes just focus to the black community because y'all can learn some shit too.
Right.
But I'm talking about us with this. Like, we do so bad with shit like that. Like,
I don't know, T.
we do so bad with shit like that.
It's really bad. Like, I hate that for us because I feel like
that internet is telling us everywhere but lose.
Think about the money that we can really, like, y'all, we be talking about we behind and we this and that. We really not if we did the right stuff.
Together, yeah.
Like, we could raise that kind of money, like, at the, like, when they were trying to get, the vice president's president in office, when she was trying to run against, Trump, we raised so much money.
It was a black woman group that raised, like, I think the
AKAs did it.
Yeah, it was like, that's what it was. It was a AKAs, but then they made a whole, like, women's group, just y'all, like, millions of dollars that they didn't raise for. And this much time. She only was on the campaign for a few months.
Exactly. So that's what I'm saying. Like, think about it. If we had a system into being able to, because I'm not saying that these people don't need help. These people don't need resources or money or whatever they might need from us to be able to pursue what they're trying to pursue or fix what they're trying to fix. I'm just saying that let's do it with more ethic, more thought put into it. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, let's not just be, they need
That's
this.
a sad story.
That's a sad story. Like, because we have a lot of sad stories that don't be real sad stories when you couldn't find out about it.
And let me just add this. I want to tell you about this point that I recently seen. So I don't know if you know. I think I might have sent it to you on TikTok. It was a girl that right when Kamala was campaigning, it kind of looked like she wasn't gonna win. So the girl started with she was calling Black Project 2025. Okay, so you know about that. So she started and she doing. I kind of lost her on my algorithm. She don't come up so much, so I don't really see what's going on. But recently, I just seen like another black creator on TikTok had her spread in the background with her little face, and she giving her little opinions on it, and it pissed me off bad because I listened all the way through and I tried to hear her. I'm like, yeah. So she was scamming us. But it doesn't really, like, it didn't give basis. Like, you know how people try to tear people down and try to take their story and be like, it's a fake, but they start making the stories and telling why it's fake. She didn't have a good ground to stand on. She
got no receipt.
No, the girl.
But to me, I seen that same video
of the lady. She was mad because the girl said she wants to manifest a Lamborghini. Yeah. She ain't bought that bitch with y'all money or nothing.
But listen, the thing about it is, when you dealing with people and their money, and I'm going to say that like this, you have to be very strategic because I get what you're saying. She didn't and I don't like how we do it in front of people. Either, especially when we don't have facts. We got the facts, that's one thing, but especially if you don't have all of
it. Shit. Yeah.
My thing is, though, too, you have to be accountable for what you're doing with people's money, especially the amount of money you have. Absolutely. And my thing is, I think more than anything, it hasn't been any communication about what we put our money in. Yeah. Because before she made that video, people been asking, where the money? Where is this project? Where is this project that you said we was doing? You have started something totally different, and that gives Ponzi scheme. That gives on to the next, got some more money, like it does give that. So we can't ignore that fact. I think she shed light to that.
Yeah, I'm not ignoring that at all. Because we should know when we're doing the Ponzi schemes and shit like that. But like you said, we can't like I've been trying to say, we can't always be that loud in front of everybody. And then don't always all got the girl could very well still be working on the shit. There's just a lot to work on. She's not a government official. I don't even know why the hell we put her in this position at 23, 24, but I mean, that was her idea, and that's what y'all decided to put y'all money behind.
Again, ready to give some money up without having the proper research, done the research.
Yeah, because you can get this whole list now. You giving this whole list, because now that she done posted a Lamborghini for her manifestation, now you can get this whole list. Oh, she's 23. Oh, she got these many businesses, and she done been in and out of business.
Y'all backwards.
Y'all knew that shit before.
Yeah.
Did y'all not? Or did you just think, she talking a good talk, let me go ahead and throw my money at her? Like, what are we talking about? So that's why I don't feel bad if she is doing a Ponzi scheme. Right. That's on y'all, because I needed to see a little more. I was down for it. I downloaded the Discord and shit at first. I was down for it. But I also needed to see a little more. And once I wasn't seeing a little more, I kind of unsubscribed in my mind to the shit. I'm like, she ain't for real. And if she is, she just trying to make a quick play move. You know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't for real about what she talking about. So that's what that'd be my thing. Just being loud and wrong about it.
Y'all gotta have better discernment on how to spend y'all money, even if it's $20, even if it's whatever.
But then it seems like that discernment only come in when it comes to black people, because Mr. Beast could go buy 40 Teslas and y'all still gonna donate to his GoFundMe. This white man ain't never needed no money from y'all.
Exactly.
So like, it just be like, why we do this to each other? Like, we are so critical, so, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to say hateful because that's a strong word. So judgmental when it comes to each other. Like, oh, she couldn't make one slip up. The girl probably stopped posting about it for 30 days or
I think
you know, 2 weeks.
We see our insecurities.
And you know
what I'm saying? Like, I don't know how to.
Like, I'm bad with money, so she might have fucked that up too. Like, you know what I mean?
And we're known for not having money. So it's like when you get it and you mismanage your money from week to week that you get paid at your job. So I know she got all that money. You just sitting over there like,
it's like you think the worst.
You think the worst automatically. But then also
they do that with preachers and shit too.
My
pastor was just talking about that too.
Exactly.
Like, y'all want to watch it. Y'all want to know where every dollar I got that y'all put to the church go. Y'all want to watch what I drive, watch what I do, but you should have gave them. You shouldn't have.
You giving from a bad heart.
You know what I'm saying? If you needed that $20 that bad, it wasn't a $20 you could invest.
Right.
You know what I mean? You gotta leave it out your mind after you're done with it. That's like going to the corner and giving somebody money and like, damn, he better not go spend that on no crack. You can't say what he finna do when he walk off from you.
Cause if your job said, man, I gonna take this money and go get no McDonald's or processed.
You know what I'm saying?
That ain't your business. That ain't your boss business.
That ain't what you do. Like Trump trying to tell them girls they don't need to goddamn buy them frozen foods. So they trying to take them food stamps from them girls for buying them processed foods for them babies.
Exactly.
Y'all do be having a whole cart full of red 40. What you call it?
Red 40, the red dye.
The bubbles stay every time I pick up something red. There go that 40. I be there. You go. I'll put it right back down because. Yeah, y'all. I mean, it's give and take with that shit. Like, you can't do too much. You can't tell.
You gotta do it or not do it.
Yeah.
That's the thing. But I feel like if you're gonna do it and you're gonna have, if you know you and you're gonna have something to say about it later, do your research before you do it. So if something do come out, it has to be something very serious.
Yeah, something that was something that they kept under wraps or some lawyers then got into, like some real shit. Not none.
Right now it's not the time.
Yeah, you really could have let her inch herself into some more bullshit. But all she did was post, you know, I want this one day. This is my dream.
Right.
Out there first when she posted the Lamborghini, I thought that was her stand. Girl, I thought that was her ass stand. Then I started listening to her story more and she talking about she want to manifest a Lamborghini. I said, so you mad because what you thought she what she thinking about doing with the money? This is all a thought process. But please don't make me mad.
Yeah,
don't make me mad. I scrolled from her video so fast after I realized I started to comment something too, but I just went ahead and
you didn't comment?
No, I didn't. I didn't. I don't think I did.
I'm surprised.
I go back and look. I might not. But I'm like, bro, we need to stop with this. Like,
so what you think we need to put in place, like some type of system,
like we were saying last week, a little more kindness for people, a little more, you know. But we do got to do our own due diligence. They don't take the accountability for not looking up shit.
They don't.
And they get mad at other people when they don't know the details.
And it's some stuff that can be really looked up. Like you can look up did she even legitimize this business?
Exactly. You can just tell. Exactly. You can look up LLCs. You can look up all kind of stuff. All the shit that she's supposed to be doing, especially with that. It's like supposed to be documented. Court papers, government like that's stuff that we have access to, y'all. Y'all just didn't, and then you get mad when you find out on TikTok. TikTok not the holy grail for research.
It's good.
It's real good.
It
ain't no Chat GPT.
Right. Look, it's real good, but you know, it's some stuff that we have to do, some research that we have to do, and especially before you go ahead and I think it's probably not gonna be a way to get the people that's putting the information on there in line or making stuff up to stop, but it is a way before you formulate your opinion about a situation. For instance, It's another lady on TikTok that she tells stories. I didn't know this, but she told a story about how this woman she lived in these apartments. She had a downstairs neighbor or whatever, or upstairs neighbor, one of them. They had a little boy, but they moved out, and then she said some new neighbors came, and so one day they was having a birthday party, and so they came up. They was like, "Hey, would you let your son like come to a birthday party?" And she was like, "Well, no, I'm not. I'm waiting on my husband to get home. This is that. I'm not ready yet." But the little boy was already dressed and ready. She was like, so the neighbor was like, "Well, he can come down, and you can come down whenever you get ready." And so she let them, or whatever. She let them go down there. So some time went by, and she got ready. So her husband hadn't came home yet. So she just like, "I'm gonna just go down there."
Yeah.
So she went down there, and she could hear the music from the party and stuff, and nobody came to the door. So she was like, "Okay, well, that's weird." So she went upstairs, waited on her husband to get home, and when they went back down there with her husband, nobody came to the door. So like
the music's still playing.
The music's still playing. Okay. Call the police. Police come, go in the house, come to find out her son is nobody is in the apartment. Her son is in the back room, dead. They done took out his organs. But that's how I was, like, super traumatized. Like, listening to this story, super traumatized to find out this shit was not real.
Oh my God. Y'all gotta stop taking our emotions through the mud like that. Like,
see, that's not like,
as we talking
this
about.
This is too much. Like, I went to the comments and, I didn't find out till days later though that it wasn't real. Like, so when I went to the comments and they was like, "God, it's a lady on here that, you know, she took somebody else's story," but y'all know that lady, she tell us that the story that she tell her made up. Like, we know her from that being her TikTok account, and she was like, but this other lady, she didn't say like the
she
story
took
was,
it,
she took it and made up.
Like it was something that really.
So she was, and so people in the comments like, we traumatized for no reason. Like, and that was really serious. That was crazy. Like,
you remember back in the days when we were scared to say certain shit because we thought it was gonna happen, like. You know what I'm saying? Don't say, you better watch your mouth about that. Don't say nothing about your granny going to the hospital or nothing because she might be in the hospital tomorrow. Like, we don't play like that. Like, y'all don't know the power of the tongue these days. Y'all walk around just. And so. If people be faking cancer and shit, I never put that on my name.
Never.
What are we talking about?
I said that to say this. Literally, by the time I heard the story, my emotions was already in it.
Yeah.
But another thing, usually I'm the type of person when I watch like any type of ID, any type of show or something like that. Like, I always go to YouTube or go to Google to see like where are they now, like what happened now. Like,
me too.
And I thought to do that for that story, but what I did was I clicked the little thing on the bottom of the TikTok that leads you to the search or whatever. And when I didn't see nothing about the story, the exact story, I just kind of got off of it and went on. Right. But we really have to start like. Click, okay, let me find out, let me go to another source, another Google or you know, somewhere else to see if this stuff is even real. Has the police picked this up?
Yeah.
If she saying this man didn't touch her daughter or texted her daughter, did she go to the police?
It ought to be a police report or something you can look up, y'all. We gotta just start looking stuff up.
Yeah.
Instead of sitting on here crying.
Exactly.
Like, I gotta stop.
Girl, that's when I heard I was like, girl, I had already made up my mind. Corey never going to a party no more. Like, I'm just already like ready
to change your whole trajectory.
Yes, like you can't go to the neighbor house.
People are sick. Like you come on here traumatizing people for shits and giggles, bitch. But just because you was bored.
Yes.
That social media is really. I really believe social media is taking us into stranger time. It was already weirdos and weird shit going on, but they was in a section of the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now they putting that shit out
for everybody,
for the masses, and it's like, bro, you're weird.
Do you think we'll ever live in a world where there's no social media?
No, and I don't think that they'll have a hold on. Like I was hoping that we may live in a world in the future where they have like a hold on it, some kind of like, you know.
Will.
You think it's gonna go away one day?
Let me tell you, because I'm watching this show.
These white people make too much money from it.
But listen.
You know what it's about.
But listen. I watched this show, and what me and Mom was just talking about, the stuff that we've been watching for years has came into real life.
Fruition, yeah.
Even thinking about the simplest of things. Remember, we used to be like saying,
I don't want to think that.
Listen, you know how we used to say
what
like,
you was watching Paradise?
No. Oh. But you know how we used to say like, well, what if a car could fly? And here we are, flying cars now. Like, that's the simplest of the things. But think about. Remember, we used to be seeing aliens
or just
and robots.
iCarly. Like, we could take you can go watch iCarly and see they had screen phones like this. You know what I mean? Like phones were back then when we had to type our letters out. They already had that. So like you could see
the robots.
Coming.
Look how serious the robots are getting. Remember that was just a thing on the TV.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm watching this show called Silo.
I seen people talking about that.
It's basically how we living now. The world damn near kind of was wiped away, and they restarted a whole new world, but they in a
I'm watching
silo.
something like that too, but it's
And-
called Paradise.
Okay.
Same concept.
And like they had the people thinking if they leave outside the silo, they gonna die. And they control
concept.
everything. They don't ain't no internet, ain't no. If you have anything that in the silo that it's called a Reddit or
Bro,
something
they
like
keep
that.
on making movies like this. We gonna be in a. Ooh, I hope
You know
y'all
they've been
clocking
building
it.
the silos all around. They've been building them. So I believe
Underground, like
yes.
yeah. That's basically how.
Above ground and underground, but yeah, it's coming to a time where I can believe that social media they're gonna take it because social media is although it's making them money, they're gonna find a way to make money. They're gonna find a way to recreate, just like they recreated slavery.
I don't think it's
Slavery was making them money too. Like us being in money, they make the money, but they
now
just
we
find
working. Now we working. Feel like we want the money.
because what social media is also doing is making us them money, but it's also revealing too much at a fast pace.
Yeah.
Like they're like how the phone situation. We learning about stuff before they can really lay it out.
Lay
You
it
know
out.
what I'm saying?
Yeah. Because
So-
it does take a long time to spread across the trajectory of everybody and everything. So I feel like, and I don't want to say this because like we were just talking about, we don't say shit that we don't want to come true. But it's gonna be something like them shows. I don't know if it's gonna be like a catastrophic world explosion, and you better have your
They
ass
making it
down
like
here
that,
before
but what it's gonna be is, Jesus gonna come, get his people up out of here, and then the people that's left, y'all know y'all gonna have to suffer through the seven. Sorry, y'all. I hope it ain't me. That I'll keep my life.
Yeah, I ain't trying to be in no silo. Take me.
No, for
like,
real.
you know,
Y'all
take
gonna
me
be
with you.
through the 7 years of tribulations, and that's what's gonna be left on earth. But anyway, they getting ready for the return. They ain't gonna call
Something,
it that.
bro. It's too many movies. It's crazy that we watching the same show, two different shows.
Yeah.
Like the one that I'm watching, I don't know. I'm not too deep into it yet, so I don't know what's going on. But I just realized that they living in an underground thing, and what look like the sun is like a big ass light.
And see, they don't even have no light. Like so.
No, they made this look like a whole city.
No, so they got them scared to go out. So they controlling them basically. They like so for instance, somebody had a book in the silo from before it was established, and it's a book, it's a magazine. And
Okay,
it
so it
shows
shows
like
big cities, big.
it shows like the beach and people like
Yeah.
come to this attraction, like the stuff that we doing right now.
Yeah.
Like it's like
But they living in like a warehouse underground.
yeah,
Oh,
like
no.
a silo, like a building.
Yeah, I get what you
and
mean.
they controlling what they see out. So once you say I want out, they have to let you out, and you can never return, and you can't take it back. So, but what they do is they got a screen in the cafeteria.
So they can see out.
Listen, they got a screen in the cafeteria because I'm to the part this point. They got a screen in the cafeteria where everybody can see out, and you can when you go out, they give you an option to clean the lens, like on the outside when
So
they looking
can
out,
see better.
so they can see better. But they are what they didn't found out is that screen is not real. Cause the people that go out, when they go out, you get a lens from their perspective. It's everything is green grass, trees, birds flying.
So they got like a video on the screen or something, make it look like it's something else.
And it would
Make it look like it's death out there.
It's
like,
rocks, and as soon as the people go out there, they can see they watching them.
but they can't come back in and tell them.
They can't come back in, but they think the people on the inside think they dead because they watching them die.
Wow, that's crazy.
They got it hooked up to some type of way where the screen show them when they take their steps, they clean the lens, and before they can make it halfway, exactly. Before they make it halfway, they drop dead. So nobody wants to go out because they think that you're gonna die.
They telling us this shit, y'all. We gotta watch these movies a little closer.
Yeah.
Somebody know something that we don't know.
I wanna
And you
know
know
how
they
they
always
are.
leaving our black ass in the back. So
Exactly.
we'll be the last one. They'll be in the silo,
This is another
living
nugget.
full lives.
This is another nugget that I'm gonna leave y'all with real quick. Whenever something new happen, whenever they get a new this, a new that, a new, do not be the first person to try it. Do not be the first person to go to do none of that. Because if y'all notice, them people, it almost kind of like when COVID came.
Yeah.
Everybody got COVID. Everybody went out and got them COVID shots. Them same people that went and got them COVID shots are now, right now, today, dying from heart attacks. They never had a heart problem. They dying,
40,
going to
50 years
cardiac
old.
arrest, going into cardiac arrest. Yes, behind them shots. They're not saying that's why, but they saying that's why. Some of these doctors, these whistleblowing doctors,
whistleblowing, yeah.
they are selling you the COVID shots are killing y'all now.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, don't be and the COVID shots might even have some other component that we don't know about yet that ain't even showed this stuff yet. Because it might be another trick that they trying to use. I don't know. I'm very big on conspiracy, but that's a time for another day. But I do believe whenever something happens, like, let it breathe, let it cook.
Mm-hmm.
If you need to have it, remember before, we couldn't even fly. We couldn't even work if we didn't have them same shots.
Baby,
but now here we are.
Child, if you'd have made it 30 years without it, like you said, let it breathe.
Yeah.
You already know you can live without it. Don't tell them. Don't let them tell you no shit like. Cause it's all a mind game. It's all of what I can get you to think, and so I can get you to, believe my way, control you, and get you to do what I want you to do.
Think about it. I just seen a post this. Somebody said they won't give you $100,000 business loan to start a business, but they'll give you $100,000 student loan.
Yeah.
They don't give
exactly.
like something wrong, like you know what I'm
exactly.
saying, like buying a house.
And anybody can get that student loan. Just anybody.
But they wasn't asking about no credit then.
No.
No. Just sign your name. There you go.
Mm-hmm.
Home ownership. That's one of another scam too.
A huge Ponzi scheme.
Yeah, they really been playing in our face with that whole American dream, buying a home, like, and it's a whole documentary on that and how that even came about buying a home. It was behind a system. That's why you gotta know how to do stuff and get in, get out, get benefit you. Like, you don't be worried about doing it for what it look like.
Yeah.
Living in a big house.
Go,
yeah.
Oh, you supposed to do credit like this? Like, no, do what how credit work for you.
For you, exactly. So all of this stuff, like, just be mindful. Like, just start looking at the world around you with a magnifying glass, because everything ain't what it seems.
Mm-hmm. And you know what's funny? I just wrote up here listening to Kendrick Lamar, and he said, look with your heart, not your eyes. He was just rapping about something, and that's the part that stuck out. And it's crazy that we talking about this,
right?
Because you really have to discern what's real and what's fake, what's real good, like what's on your heart and what speaks to your heart, not to just what you can see.
Right.
Because what we can see, shit is deception.
Exactly.
It's deceitful.
It's all still lies too. You be looking right, you be looking dead in the face of it, and you still
don't see it.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hope y'all learn a good moral. The moral to this story is really just believe half of what you see and none of what you hear.
Right,
Goddamn,
exactly.
You have to have some discernment about you. You gotta trust your heart, get right with the word, so you know right from wrong and good from bad and evil from from godly. Like, you have to discern these things, because deception is so at a all-time high right now. It's out. Everybody. It's demons pretending to be pastors right now.
Exactly, yes.
It's people leading people into flocks, into groups, into beliefs and ideas that ain't never practiced nothing of what they talking about.
Yeah.
Like, we talking about how the people on social media say they don't let their kids do social media. We got to think about this shit, y'all. Like, we have to start paying attention. That's what we have to start doing, paying attention. Because it's right there. We just let it pass us by because we don't do enough research. Yep, y'all. And that is that.
Yeah. That's that, though. I was going to add something, but I'm going to leave it there because that's a lot to think about right now. I know that's
we put a lot on y'all mind.
These
y'all
girls is crazy.
No, but yeah, they probably do think they probably think we got conspiracies going on.
Right.
We too damn woke. Oh, they too woke.
They too woke.
But and y'all need to stop trying to make that a bad thing. Like, you need to wake the fuck up.
Exactly. No,
I'm talking about wake up and stay up a couple days. Y'all ass been asleep too long.
Wake up and smell the coffee.
Yes, no.
Roses or stuff. What they say?
Right now, since Donald Trump, wake up and smell the shit.
No, for real.
Because we stepping in it, y'all.
Right.
We stepping
in
it. See y'all next week, y'all.
All right.
Thanks.